Oh,
handsome as well. But even sometimes it's the the people who like, so if you see lots of people who get cosmetic surgery, and they'll be like, I'm beautiful, I'm amazing. They'll walk into a room and they will light it up. But really, the only driver for them to continue, and it takes maintenance. Every couple of years, they've got to go in and get the procedure redone. But they wouldn't do that unless they had this deep lack inside themselves to put so much value on how they look. It's because they feel an insecurity beneath that.
I agree with you. Yeah. Sorry, can I say, Jonathan?
Of course.
I just wanted to say I agree with Ellen. So, whenever we see something, it's like the reflection. So when I say I love myself, I normally people will meet me, they will see that positivity beaming out as well. So they will never see anything negative because, it's like my vibes spreading everywhere. 100%. So I agree completely with you. So thank you.
Okay. I'm tempted to play something amusing to break up what has turned out to be a pretty profound conversation. Do you think I'm being insensitive if I do that?
It's a safe space. Everything is okay.
Okay. I couldn't understand why it was so quiet. Let's say this is live TV, people. All right.
It's been 3 months since the people of Finland, in a radical socio-political experiment, voted in a referendum to replace their parliament and entire legislative system with a lunatic in a box. Lars Overland is the senior civil servant charged with overseeing the project. Lars, tell us how it's been working.
Well, initially we were all saying, I expect we'll get a hell of a lot more sense out of a lunatic in a box than we did out of 600 politicians. But, no, it's been a disaster. Shut up! It's like this all day. He's really crazy, They weren't kidding.
Well, what problems have you been facing?
Well, I don't know where to start, really. I mean, we've got all this legislation pending. Health and safety provisions need updating. We need to increase army pay in line with inflation. Stack of treaties need ratifying. And we're literally supposed to do all that with this madman in a box.
Is he not getting through it?
He hasn't done any of it. Like, we give him paperwork, it comes back with teeth marks all over it. I try to prompt him, 1 bash to increase fishing quotas, 2 bashes to keep it the same, and he just goes bash, 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 bash. It makes no sense. Okay, finally, fingers crossed, the health insurance legislation has got through committee stage. Oh, you idiot! This isn't legislation, this is a sock soaked in urine!
Were you personally in favor of the idea?
Oh, yeah, big time. I mean, there were people back then asking questions like, how's this going to work? And I actually said... Shut up, Eric! I said to the EU Commission, 10 years from now, guys, you'll all be running your countries with a lunatic in a box, yeah? And the whole of the European Parliament may be 2 depressed women in a bath. And now I'd be very surprised if that happened.
Now, this is not a political show, but lunatic in a box sounds a bit like, it's a bit close to home at the moment, isn't it? Oh, dearie me. So, I think that, Nidhi, if you can share a couple more posts of your women related material, because obviously I've got Social Me Too, and I'll post the relevant parts of the conversation on this. Aaron, while she's doing that, how can we get some of your wisdom, which is in long form writing? Do you want to get a couple of documents out and just give us the header and the sort of the bullet point piece of knowledge that you're going to try and cover? Because I'm thinking, so essentially what we're doing is we're producing video content. I'll give you little 5-minute edits of this conversation, and the idea is, as you say, that your connections get a face to your posts, get your voice, get your authenticity. So if you come up with 3 or 4 points which you'd like to cover, and then you can try and blag it.
Sounds good.